Hear ye. Sir James of House Reflect will be reviewing a film, Downton Abbey, based on a television series he has not ever watched. May God help us all. What's going on, guys? James here from Reflect the Screen, and yeah, that guy was a little rude, wasn't he? My God. But yes, I did just get out of Downton Abbey, a film that I happen to kind of enjoy, and I've never watched the series once. But before I dive right into everything about Downton Abbey, if this is your first time here at Reflect the Screen, welcome to the channel. I'm so glad that you're here. I love movies, so if you love them just as much as I do, go ahead and hit that big red button below and subscribe to the channel. We're almost to 400 subscribers. Insane. Go ahead and like the video below, share it with your friends, and let me know in the comments below. Are you a fan of Downton Abbey? Are you super excited about this movie? Alright guys, let me waste no more time and let's dive into what I loved and didn't really like about Downton Abbey. Now this film is directed by Michael Engler, and it's been 3 years since the series finale. This time around though, Downton Abbey is expecting a pair of new guests. The king and queen. Oh Lord. As the Crawley family and their staff prepare the mansion for a royal visit, a ton of drama ensues and we get to learn what happens to some of our favorite characters. So leading the list of all my positives about the movie really is this aesthetic that I fell in love with. The costume design is A1. The musical composition is freaking good. And then you have this really good bit of dialogue that each and every character has with one another that really made it feel like early 20th century. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say the show is all about that. So yeah, it was really cool in this film. I really did feel that all the characters were easy to understand too. That was one of my biggest concerns about the movie, is that, hey, I know nothing about this series, so am I gonna understand each and every character's motivations? And luckily I did, because the writing was so smooth and it was pretty effortless in terms of transitioning from character to character to character. Each one had some weight to it. But the character that really stole the show for me in every single scene she was in is actor Maggie Smith, who plays Violet Crawley. Yo, grandma got jokes. Oh my goodness, she's so funny in this movie. Honestly, I'm here for all the petty comments, so if you enjoy that, she's probably gonna be your favorite character too. Now, another thing I found really interesting is the director and screenwriter in this film also worked together quite a bit in the TV series. So I found that a lot of fans were really happy. I can't really speak on that because I didn't watch the TV series, but a ton of people after the movie told me, hey, this felt like an episode. Also, like I've been saying this entire review, it's really not necessary to watch every single episode, all 6 seasons. You can just hop right into this movie, going cold turkey like I did, and boom, I mean, it worked. Now, everything is not perfect at Downton Abbey. And I mean, the first thing that I can think of that I didn't really like about this movie at all is the pacing. Oh my goodness, it really did feel like a long episode because there were so many storylines weaving in and out, in and out. I mean, I couldn't settle on one storyline. Actually, I didn't even fall in love with the story because I didn't have time to do it. And I spoke to a fan after the movie and they told me that this is kind of like the TV series where they go in and out of multiple storylines, but it didn't really work for the big screen. So besides a lot of the different subplots not being so interesting and the pacing being a little off, I felt that the film didn't know how to end. Oh my goodness, it took about 30 minutes for it to get to the conclusion when I was like, yo, y'all can just end this 2-hour movie right now and it would be just fine. But they decided to linger on every single character, and look, I get it. If you're a fan of the show, you're probably gonna love the amount of time they spent with everyone before the credits ran. But for me, I thought, whoa, wait, is this a character I wasn't interested in again? I found myself a little detached from a lot of those emotional moments. Like there's this one moment that everybody gasped in the theater, and I looked over to my girlfriend and I'm like, okay. There were a lot of those moments, especially in the second half of the movie. But overall, guys, Downton Abbey really is a treat for the fans, and I know that because I turned around, everyone's clapping, tears are being shed, but for me, there was no emotional connection. So if you're a huge fan of the characters and everything that has to go on in this world of Downton Abbey, you'll love it. As for someone who's fresh like me, I didn't really go home and think, oh my God, I gotta queue up Downton Abbey on Amazon Prime. I just felt, alright. It was fine for 2 hours, but nothing that I would want to really revisit. Alrighty guys, so that's my take on Downton Abbey. If you enjoyed everything that you saw and everything that you heard, go ahead and hit that big red button below and subscribe to the channel. Also, don't be afraid. Like this video, share with your friends, and in the comments, please let me know what you think when you see the movie. So until we meet again, guys, I'll catch you at the next screening. Wow, this is a really long scroll. I gotta read all this?